G'day guys, my name's Josh. You can call me JaWoodle and welcome back to 7 Days to Die in Alpha 18, where I am back in my JaWoodle Park 2 to bring you something pretty special. At least I think it's pretty special, and it's something that I accidentally stumbled across in some of my other testing preparing for a different episode, but I couldn't wait to show it to you then, so instead I'm making an episode specifically just for it right now, and I feel like it's going to patch over some of the wounds that were left after they got rid of the HATCHEVATOR. Like, I never used the HATCHEVATOR, but I know a lot of people did, and now that they got rid of that, people have been wondering about any sort of vertical ascension that they can get from this game now. And I think I've found a way, or at least I've definitely found a way, but how versatile it is, I'm yet to actually find out. So before I go out there and show you guys what my most recent discovery is for 7 Days to Die, I need to go back through my MVP tower. There are no more MVPs putting up on the board today. The ones that are there now are still the only ones there, more to come later on. But I need to head into the Hall of Legends and thank some more awesome legends for supporting me on Patreon and making all of this possible. And today, I am thanking James327, Joshy D, or just Josh D, but whenever I know someone else called Josh, I always call him Joshy or Joshy Boy, because why not? Just rolls off the tongue a bit better. And Avshara. So thank you three, and thank everybody else for all of your wonderful support on Patreon and making all of this a reality for you, making me have the time to like not actually go to like a real life normal job and just mess around in 7 days and come up with cool things for you guys to build and hopefully entertain you a little bit along the way. But today is something kind of cool because it came about in the last episode, if I didn't teleport too far away, when I was building the underground base entry. It's automatic, it's got inverted electricity, it's all nice and wonderful. It does its job wonderfully, but the only kind of drawback that I can see from it is that it's pretty big, and in this case, maybe I wouldn't know what it's like to be big, but I assume some cases it's not all sunshine and roses. Sometimes it's kind of a bit annoying and a bit obtrusive and a bit in the way, and this is one of those cases. It's pretty big, and I kind of wish it would be smaller, just a little bit more streamlined and a little bit more subtle. So I was trying to figure out a way to do that, and I stumbled across a way to make an elevator. At the moment, it's just a vehicle elevator. It's a vehicle lift. It can take a vehicle from here to here without any other motion, and that's pretty freaking fantastic. I want to see if there's other ways I could use it to kind of utilize it in like a person elevator, I suppose. Can we use these garage doors to give ourselves some teleportation? I've cleaned myself out a nice little chunk of flat ground over here just to kind of experiment a little bit more. I'm going to need some power into you, please, just like that. Turn you on. Right, I've got 300 watts of power to play with. Now, the thing that I kind of stumbled across, which was interesting, it's relying on the fact that these garage doors can move into a space they don't technically occupy and affect items in that area. So, like, for example, if I connect you up to there, that goes like that. So now all of this space here doesn't actually count as the block, and so you should be able to use that to kind of make the game recalculate your position to get you to move. And that's kind of what I stumbled across before, because if I say I have that one there, right, and then I go, let's go like here, let's go down 2, I think it needs to be, and spin this one all the way around like that and get you going the other way, then I should be able to connect you up to there and get you to kind of go across at basically like knee height. Turn you on, you went freaking, damn it, okay, fine. I'm not gonna bother replacing that one because it's too hard to place in the ground. I'll go like that, place you there, and that should hopefully go like kind of overlap. Yes, it does. Now, if I get another one, and I go over here, and I put you just like straight down to the ground like this, there we go, and I get you connected as well. Will that fill the gap for me? No, it went the wrong way, but you can kind of see what I'm getting at. If I make like a Jenga tower of garage doors, then every time I do that, it should hopefully recalculate my position, because just on the one, if I go like this, get some power, come and stand over here and connect you up like that. See how it kind of pushes me out of the way, and now I'm kind of stuck in it? So can I get that to kind of work and make it so that I can get myself trapped in a way that if I then move or jump or get the game to kind of figure out where I am, it'll push me to the next available space, which hopefully will be up. I've moved some things around and brought over the battery pack and a switch, because all good elevators need some buttons to press to make it work. So if I stay right in the middle here, switch on, what happens to me? Oh, I'm stuck in one. I'm kind of, oh, it's thinking about it. It's thinking about it. For a second there, I was a level up. Okay, that's, I'm stuck in the middle. Get out of that. Right, okay. Am I just like, is that too far away? Is that what the problem here is? I shouldn't have deleted that one because it's always so annoying to place these things. Let's go like Let's go a little bit closer so I'm right next to the switch when I activate it. Let's get you plugged in just to see how you go. Yep, you go the right way. Lovely dovely. Get you unconnected, and from this switch to you, to that one, and that's all connected up. Right, let's try that one. Switch on. No, I go straight through it. Damn it. It seems like maybe they saw this coming, because I definitely, like in an older version when I first tried something like this, it kind of glitched me out and freaked the game out a little bit, but it definitely had more of an effect than this one currently does, where apparently nothing happens even though I'm inside a metallic door. So I couldn't get it to work at all before, so I quickly rebuilt the original test that I did to kind of figure out that the door could affect you. Now this came about because I was working with the killing corridors and the one where I covered up the barbed wire, which was this one here. This is why it's always nice having all the old designs here to kind of fall back on to kind of show what I'm thinking. So with this one, I was thinking like, good, okay, I've got the garage doors underneath protecting all the barbed wire, but what about if when it opens like that, if I could have that kind of push the zombies off, you know? They're running on the corridor and I'm like, okay, I've had enough fun now. Flick a switch and they get pushed off the corridor, maybe into some spikes or grenades or whatnot. You know, some way just to kind of have like a force push on the zombies. That's where it kind of came about. So I was testing on myself. So sure enough, I built something like this and I stood on top of it and ran the door, and it kind of made me pop up and stand on top of it. So based on that test over there, maybe they've changed that now. Maybe it works a little bit differently. Let's give it a crack. And I know this used to work. If this doesn't work, this idea is kaput. Shit, that is not what I wanted at all. I'm stuck, I can't jump, I can crouch. That's interesting, but I can't get back up again. Now I'm just jammed inside the world. Okay, I get dragged. My head got stuck in the door and it dragged me around. That's kind of interesting. Oh, yeah, see, it doesn't like it. It really doesn't like it. It's really kind of confused. I'm still stuck in the door. See, look, it's still pretty glitchy. God, I'm getting moved all over the freaking gaff here. That is no fun at all. Oh, okay, so my original idea of having that kind of like intersect with your clippings so it would push you up apparently no longer works. Maybe someone at the Fun Pimps tried that out and went, oh, hang on, this might have potential, and they've already patched that before I got a chance to mech around with it. Dang, okay, that's alright though. The idea that I've come here for, the vehicle lift, should still hopefully work because vehicles react differently to this. For some reason though, like if I jump on top of that, I still like clip on top, but it doesn't clip through. I don't know, interesting. That's now a solid entity, which is good news for me. That means that some of my other ideas will probably work. In fact, even if that doesn't work anymore, so what I was going to do was I was going to get a Jeep. In fact, let's try it with the Jeep. I was going to get a Jeep where, right, there you are, and just bang you on there, like this, like that, and go, wait, easy, on. Oh, so it interacts with that like a physical object, like even like down to the wheel. It's pushed 2 wheels off, but like glitched a couple up on top of it. Okay, interesting, interesting. What about if I were to go the exact opposite of that? I go like this, flip that around to hopefully go the right way, get you connected. Like, no, that was the wrong way to do it. I needed to go from that to the switch to the door. Come on, Josh, pay attention to your own frickin' designs. Like that. There we go. Okay, now turn you off and I put the Jeep back down. Will that make a pop up on top like that? Put you there, and we go over here and go on. Probably not in the most graceful way. It did a little bit, but not really what I was after. Damn, okay, well, I don't know. There's some sort of promising there, but I think like the main mechanism I was going to be using has now been patched away from us. Oh, I'm going to have to come up with a solution quick, or else I'm going to have to bin this episode and then come up with something else to use the Patreon segment for, because the names are already up. I can't take them down. I need to figure out something to do with this. This is just another example of how some things when I come into this, I don't have like it all tested out. I like to test it on camera so you can see the working process, and sometimes that means that my golden idea just doesn't work out and I lose it altogether. Oh boy, unless I can come up with a solution to this quick, I don't know what I'm talking to, this may never actually come out. Unless I find a solution to something that works, this video will be lost forever. But if it does come out, then yeah, sometimes there's some hurdles I've got to overcome here. Not everything goes all swimmingly behind the editing screen. Guys, I've got a solution. I have an idea, and I think it's going to work. Based on the evidence we've seen here and now, I think it is going to work. But this is where I'm going to lose like half of the viewers that are watching this right now, because this does involve adding rotation abilities to the door. It involves going into the XMLs and just adding one little line that means you can now get your garage doors, hold R, and have advanced rotation. Now, I know that means a bunch of you now hate me forever. You'll never forgive me. How dare I have this game work work the way that I think it should and give a block that exists the ability to spin around a different axis. How dare I be so bold to do that? And that's fine. If you hate me for that, then that's your prerogative. I'm not going to tell you not to. But I like trying to find solutions. I like trying to find cool ways to do this. And I'm sure by the time this episode has been out for like half an hour, one of the legends out there who's much better at this game than I probably have made a model that means you can just kind of drop it into your mods folder and you will have this ability in about 5 seconds, which is much easier than what I had to go through to get it working. But basically, all I've done is I've edited the XML to give rotation to the garage door. I've changed no other properties other than that. Now, it means this is no longer a vanilla build, and I'm sorry for that, but I think it's still a pretty cool build, if it even works to start with. Because all I'm going to do here is I'm just going to try and get these doors to sit, like that, sit flat on the ground, right? So I have that one there. Which way are you going? Actually, let's quickly get you wide up like that and like that. You're going that way, which means if I keep going with this all the way around till it's, oh, not like that one, till it sits flat on the ground again like that. Let's go about there. That should also go up and kind of match it, kind of like in a pair. Just like that. That is perfect. It looks kind of nice as well. I mean, I don't know why. I guess so you can't break the game like I'm trying to. I'm just going to build cool stuff. I don't know why you can't have advanced rotation on these things already. I'm not sure why they were limited, but whatever. We have to deal with that as best we can. So if I have something like that, in fact, I'm looking at that thinking that's probably too far away. Let's go there instead. How are we looking on that one? That might be too close. Yep, that's getting all sorts of hunky-dory on that one, isn't it? That's getting real up and close and personal. All right, well, never mind. We'll have to get some separation between you two. Get a chaperone on this garage door date. Put you out there like that and get you wide up. No, yep, no, that was the wrong one. You to you. How's that looking? That looks much, much better because here is what I want to do. Here is where I think it's going to come in to its best situation. I lost my idea from before, but I've got it back again with just a little bit of tinkering. So if I bring you around here, right, and I park this on top of these garage doors, is that going to enable me to still make a vehicle lift? I don't know for sure. Let's give that a crack. It's almost parked directly on it. Let's get the wheels nice and straight right in the middle. There we go. I feel like it's going to work. We saw before when the door opened horizontally into it, it pushed the truck. It interacts with it on a physical level. So let's give that a crack. Go over here and ready, set, go. What is happening? Why? You just broke your own laws. That didn't happen before. Now it's different again. As my game is glitching out, I feel like my game might just be glitching out. So I feel like there were some issues in the game just then. I went and tested some of the other things around the park, stuff that I know works, and things weren't reacting the way I would expect them to. Things weren't working the way they should. So I feel like maybe there was a ghost in the system or something there. So I went all the way out, reloaded the game, came all the way back in to see if maybe just like rebooting it, getting to figure all its physics out again, would mean it would react the way that I would expect it to. And already we're getting some promising signs. Like I can place this truck on the very tippy top and it reacts with everything again. Like look, it's hooked on there. That is a physical object hitting a physical object. Physics is in play. Einstein is very happy. So now, hopefully, I should be able to turn this off. In fact, let's actually get a switch going on this one. I'm sick of like going in and out and turning this thing on and off all the time. Let's get my pole, because you always need to strap a switch onto something. Stick you onto there. Okay, so, on for the battery bank, onto the switch, and the switch to the doors, and hopefully that should work for me. Let's get you there. Turn it on. Right. Now, I'm not gonna, should I just place it on there, do you reckon? Oh, it's all red. Maybe not, although the whole thing is red. Oh, there we go. All right, there we go. A green truck. No issues there at all. Gonna pull up like this, and if this doesn't work, I'm going to neck myself with the closest headphone cable on. Yes! Oh, okay, so it was just the ghost in the system. Things weren't working as they should have been. We can totally lift the truck with the doors. Sure, we had to lie them down flat on the ground and get them to open up into the air as opposed to the other way, but that's okay. We can totally get it to work. And, more importantly, that looks like it's tall enough that I could probably catch it with another set of doors. Let's try that. Let's go like this, put you there, and if I just go the same thing again, get you to connect to that one. Kind of, not really. What about this one? Is it kind of freaking out again up there? I feel like it would because a lot of things happening right now. Disconnect you. Can I drive that? Oh my god, it totally can. Oh, it totally can. We've just teleported the car. What? Like, is that like 4 blocks up in the air? How high up in the air have we gone with that one? Let's see. 1 and 2, 3. It's 3 tall. It's 3 tall. That's tall enough. I can totally make this work. If I can get that to work reliably, and it should now that I've got those ghosts figured out and all the code is back to normal, I reckon I can make something really cool out of this. We can definitely make not only a vehicle lift, but a usable entryway. Stuff this big, like, long underground base entry thing over here, which is now working again, which is good to see. Screw having that gigantic ramp. Let's just have a vehicle drop. You come in, open a door, car goes down. You come back up again later, car goes up, car goes up, car goes down. It's like Homer in the freaking hospital bed, but with a goddamn apocalyptic Jeep. So already the best bit of news about this as well is you can attach these doors when they're rotated like this. You can attach them onto the very edge of these blocks here. So look at that. Like that's there. In fact, they're going to be too close again, aren't they? Although, oh, I could probably get them to sort of, in fact, which way are those guys going up, actually? Because maybe we can get it to work the other way. Like, if it catches it like that, like front and back bumper, as opposed to down like the chassis rails, maybe that will work a little bit better for me. Where is all my batteries there? I need a new battery bank, though. Battery bank. Let's grab you, put you down here. Let's just get this plugged in and see which way. Damn it, they're opening for the moment. So, hook you up to there. Bam, bam, and you to there. Okay, and then we go batteries in, just a couple, because we don't need much. On. Well, they're opening down. That's the complete opposite I wanted. But they're also opening on the inside, which would be too narrow. We wouldn't be able to balance a Jeep on that in either direction. Alright, we'll try that again then. But so far, it's looking pretty promising. Okay, that is going to be perfect. But they're up on the roof of this and not down the bottom where I actually need them to be. So I need to make it that wide down at the bottom, because that's going to make a nice kind of fit. I'm just going to use that as a template. It can be as wide as I want down the bottom, I suppose. Not going to be a massive issue. But this hole here needs to be deep enough for those drawbridges to catch the Jeep and lower it down. You don't want your prized possession, your wonderful Jeep you spent so long saving up all the parts for and learning all the points for, just to fall down and potentially break your floor. You don't want to do that. You want to lower it gently down into your garage. Like the really trendy, like small time, like vehicle stacker garages they have in Japan and stuff like that, where like everything's compacted as much as possible because there's no space. But like there's something like that kind of thing. But also more importantly, keeping it out of harm's way. So now we've got that kind of size figured out. Let's go down, was it 3 I think it needed to be? Let's go down to there for now and just dig ourselves a nice little hole and then figure out what we need on the bottom side to make this as good as possible. I am acutely aware that 3 blocks, as I was testing when I built this thing over here, 3 blocks is like right on the cusp of not being able to fit. So I was looking at it down here. If this is where the floor is going to be, that's 1, 2, and 3 blocks up the top of this. I need to try and make this hole 3 blocks wide in a 2 block space, which is going to be a pretty decent effort if I can get it to work. So I'm just going to go with some wedge tips like that for the moment. And then on either side, like, I mean, like I can deal with like coming in and out of this thing a little bit later. Let's just quickly also double check that I've wired this up properly and placed the doors properly so they're not. That's what I was kind of worried about. They're going the wrong way. Let's quickly go like this. Let's go. Actually, let's turn that all off again. Can you turn off, please? I need to copy the rotation of the door, but it's currently inside a wall. All right, copy you, destroy you, and put you where you need to be, which is just about. No, get in the right spot, please. Rust about. Do it on this side. Is that better? I did it before, and it was awesome, and now it's just not loving me anymore. So I think I'm starting to figure out what's wrong with my game, and it's more that this world just seems to be bugging out a little bit. You probably noticed before that one of those motion sensors over there had a cone of visibility that was going off to the distant horizon and just never ever stopped. And it seems to be forgetting what blocks are getting destroyed. Like, that's why my cars keep duplicating in last episode as well. I keep trying to do things with cars or blocks at all and just forgets that I've done it and then respawns it back in, and it gets all sorts of glitchy. It's very early in this alpha for JaWoodle Park to be dying, and I really hope it's not. I'll be very upset if it is. Alright, you're going up in the middle, you're going up just fine. I need to get rid of that one though, so take you off there, there you go, destroy that, and flip you around. But yeah, it makes me a little bit nervous when I'm having these kind of issues this early on. That was the wrong bloody place for that. I think, actually, was it actually not? I'm not sure. Let's quickly wire it up and find out. Yep, no, way too close. Alright, never mind. We'll try that again. We'll go like this and go, can I go one further back? Like that, maybe? Can I just need to slide back a little bit. There you go. Oh, come on, you're so close. You're so close, baby. Right. Oh, right on the nips, please. Is that good? No, too far across. There we go. I think I got it. Let's quickly wire it up and have a look. Yep, that looks just about perfect. Okay, those ones are in the right place. Let's quickly turn that off and don't touch them ever again, because hopefully that will just stay there and be good. But now I need to figure out a way to get Jeeps up and onto this. Let's just go out this way, I suppose. This closest wall here, I think, is going to be my biggest issue. Let's go 1, 2, 3. Like out that way, I suppose, and quickly destroy all of you. Please don't collapse. It did not, which is very, very good. Okay, so in fact, is that big enough to fit a Jeep by itself? I don't know. Let's give it a quick little crack. Let's go like here. Drop you, yep, down there. Okay, and then into the Jeep. Can you fit in that hole? Can you fit in the hole? Oh, you might just. I might have to dig it a little bit deeper. Might have to go a little bit deeper into this hole to get it all to all work out for me. Maybe... You know what? Maybe if I just drop it down one, actually. Maybe that might be a slightly better option for me, given that I'm... Okay, you need to stop because you're breaking shit. That's the wrong button. Given that I'm trying to get this to squeeze off this platform, just gently, I might need to consider making it a little bit deeper. So let's go... Let's just go, like down a little bit as well. Fuck it, why not? Let's get this all working for me. Oh, yes, it's tight, but it will work. Okay, I'm going to leave you there. So, oh, where the hell actually... Oh, I'm on the other side. Oh! I didn't know I could do that. So if I fly into a truck in God mode, I just push it around. That's interesting. Maybe we can come up with something fun for that a little bit later on down the track. Okay, so that comes up the top now and comes out onto the little pad up here. So now I just need to get my doors back, get you, and get a way to catch the truck when it gets up to the top. I need that to spin its normal rotation and just like... where's is it gonna go? No, it's not gonna go. Oh, damn it. Damn. So before, like the first time I placed these blocks down, it let me place them wherever I really wanted to, and there was no real issues. That might have been why I ended up having some issues down the track. Let's try and just like sheet it a little. Oh, come on. Yep, there we go. Just like that. That did something. The hell did that even do? I don't even know. All right, let's try that again. Let's stick it onto something over here. Anything will do. Yep, that one there. Oh, I got rid of the thing on the bottom. Damn it. Okay, let's just focus on the top one first, then we can sort out the bottom one. That's bloody frustrating, that is, though. Oh, it's doing that thing again where it thinks the bloody doors don't exist. Look, I can't destroy either of these doors. My game's dying a little bit. Why are you doing this to me? No, come on, we're so close. Okay, I've left JaWoodle Park proper, which is all the way over in the distance over there, just because there seems to be so many weird things happening over there. I just don't trust that area anymore. I need to come over here. I need to get this build done, because I've been going with this for like an hour and a half now, and it's just taking freaking for ages, and I've been so close to getting it right so many times, and then something weird would happen, I have to restart the game, and then suddenly something's broken, I have to go and do it all again. It's just been issue after issue, which I think is more of a my game problem than anything else. I might need to go and like delete some files and like reconfigure a bunch of stuff and try and get everything to work for me again. So now that I've got some open air over here, everything seems to be working just fine. I'll quickly show you what's going on. So I have my battery bank over here with some batteries in it. Those control the two on the bottom, and then the motion sensor over here has a delay on it, which controls the two on the top. So effectively, what happens is, look at that, they go up in the middle nice and easily, and then if the camera sees me like that, after 5 seconds, which should be about now, they close up, they grab the truck off the top, I can drive off into the horizon, happy as Larry, and we can go live like a cucumber under the sea. So let's quickly go like this and build myself somewhere to drive to, given that that's going to be important. I'm no longer under the ground, which kind of sucks. I would want to use this as an underground base entry, but right now I don't think that's going to work for me, given all the issues I'm having. So it's more important for me to show you guys how it works and that it can work before I go worrying about sinking it into oblivion. I just realized that what I'm going to need here is another reversible electrical system, because I need these doors to be up at the start and then come down when I go on, then I get lifted up and then come back up again. It's going to be a whole feat of electrical timing and engineering, but it should hopefully work. So I need to go from you to you, like that, and then you to you, and then that one to these ones here. And that should hopefully get the job done for me. I need to put in a bunch of lights and stuff to kind of sap up that extra, extra wattage, because what, I'm only using 10 watts, I'm using 15 watts actually. That's interesting. Oh, because of the camera as well. So I need to put a couple more lights in, get that all sorted out, so when I overload it, it flicks over to the good one. Oh my god, after like 4 crashes and having to reload this game so many times, it was doing this before I did the XML mode. Let me make that clear. The XML mode hasn't messed with the game at all other than giving the rotation. My game's just been slowly dying over time. I might need a fresh install of Alpha 18, which is dangerous because last time I tried to do something like that, that's when JaWoodle Park, the OG one, got all sorts of messed up. So I might just have to deal with a broken game for a little bit for the moment. I'm having lots of glitches, like character files getting corrupted, all sorts of bad things are happening to me. Maybe the game's just getting pissed off that I keep breaking it little by little every single day. Alright, so I've got it all working. It looks all nice and janky at the moment. I've just given up on aesthetics for the moment. I tried to put it in the ground, didn't work out for me. Now I'm just getting the proof of concept done so that we can implement this down the track if we want to. So what happens here? We cruise on up. We come in here. That camera sees me. This camera sees me. Doors above me open. The floor below me raises me up, and I'm good to go. Look at that. It even works as a person elevator if you wanted to do that. In fact, I was doing a person elevator. I'd move it slightly closer in and make like a channel for me to stand in, for me to raise up like that. So it does actually work as a person elevator too, but more importantly, it'll work as a Jeep elevator. So let's jump in this. Let's go out here and make sure that it all works for me. I've been going for, oh, Jesus Christ, 2 hours now. Oh, that's a lot. That's a lot to deal with. All right, in we come. Come up like this. Get in the sight of the cameras. Pull up right there. Wait. Yep, doors open. Floor opens. I need the doors to catch me. I'm stuck. I'm stranded. I'm stranded. Oh, damn it. Okay, we're close. We're close, though. All we need now is just for the doors up the top to close before this one does. So I feel like if I go power duration 10 seconds on you, that was what I was like waiting 4 seconds, I think it was. Yep, delay of 4 seconds. This one should be 2 and not much else. 2 and 10 seconds. If I change that to 5 seconds. So I pull up, it waits 2 seconds to turn on. 2 seconds after that, the other one turns on. So doors open, 2 seconds up. Doors are open for 3 seconds, close, and I've got 5 seconds to get off. I think that's the way it's gonna work. I don't know. We'll give it a crack. I need the right combination of delays and durations there for that to work out for me properly. Oh, god damn it. Every time I change like the system over here, it freaks out and the doors stop working for me. Okay, you need to stop. Into you. Okay, are you happier now? Is that going to work for me, or do I have to restart the game again? Or are you going to crash on me again? I don't know. I just need the game to work for me. Come on, doors go down. There we go. Doors are staying up. All right, let's not even try. Let's not even wait anymore. Let's just go for it. You pull up like this. You put your car there. You park it up. Yep, doors open. Lovely dovely. Up we go. Lovely dovely. Close up for me, please. And off we go into the sunset. Oh, it works. We got it to work. Thank Christ for that. Oh, yes. Is it repeatable, though? Let's go around. Let's try it again. How you doing, Piggly You enjoying the show of me ruining my patience over here, trying to get some freaking broken-ass janky shit to work for me? All right, around we go again. The best way to do this, I think, is going to be having one way in and one way out. So rather than having a ramp in here, you have a vehicle lift. And up we go. And close the clamshell. And drive off over here and off the other side. Perfect. Well, I mean, actually, no, yeah, perfect. I mean, look, it doesn't look that great. If I had got this to work and, like, placed the blocks properly in the hole over there, it would have looked great. But that has actually come out pretty much trumps. I'm pretty happy with that. I'm pretty happy with how it's turned out in the end. You could definitely use this if you wanted to raise your vehicle up and not have to worry about ramps and stuff like that. If you had a limited amount of space to do it, this is the way to do it. I might even implement this into the underground base. I have the ramp there, but I kind of like having a lift as well. So as a complete system, not including the power systems and stuff like that, because you can put them wherever you want with a bunch of wires and stuff. So these 4 doors take up a 9 by 10. So 9 wide that way, 10 wide that way. You can't place anything inside there, but that works really, really well. Thank God. You just got to get the placement right. The bottom ones need to open up so they catch the Jeep like that, and the top ones need to close up underneath the wheels so you can drive away. So if you sunk that into the ground, I mean, going the other way would, I mean, well, you'd have to do the wiring to get it to work the other way. You'd have to have a camera up the top to see you. You mean, like, you could get it to kind of catch you and bring you down, but if you just park the Jeep on top of that and open up the doors, then that would work just as well as well. You drop down there, wait for the doors to open again, and then drive off into your base. So you can use that however you want. But the important thing is that we got a vehicle lift to work. With a little bit more work, a little bit more time that I just don't have right now, you can refine it a little bit more and get it to work in a nice, clean, and simple way. But that is the way those mechanics work. I feel bad that I'm leaving this without a working, like, aesthetically pleasing model. I just can't remember the last time I did this, where I left an episode with just like a prototype. And I'm not gonna start now. It is now the next day in JaWoodle land, and after I actually wrapped up that episode, it didn't sit right with me. It was eating away at me inside that I hadn't actually finished that build. Everything else in the park has been built and finished and done, and that one was sitting as like a tattered ruin. So I went back, I tried to fix all the issues that I was having with 7 Days, all the glitches and things, did my best to try and like sticky tape all those back together, and came back to the original place where I started to build it, and tried and succeeded to finish the design. So now I actually have a car lift buried into the desert inside JaWoodle Park 2. As with the other entryway to an underground base, the tunnel actually goes nowhere, but as a functional unit, it now works. You can come over here, you can jump inside the car, and all you have to do is drive up here like you're leaving your base, park up on the doors here, doors open above you, the lift will open up from underneath and lift you up. There we go, and then you just drive off the top, easy as you like. That's all it is. Look at that. I mean, look, it's not as small and as like compact as I was kind of wanting it to be, because I had to like put a bunch of plates around the top to hide all the wiring and stuff like that, and just like, you know, make it so that the cavity underneath wasn't impeding on the doors, but you couldn't see anything from the top, because like when you're driving out the top here, that's when it's gonna look the best. So there's still a little bit of a gap on the other side there. That's just because I needed the motion sensor there. But then when you want to go back in, when you want to go back to your base, assuming you had a base down there, you just drive up like this, you cruise up, wait for the doors to open, and you kind of got to just like bonk yourself down just like that, and then the doors will open and you can cruise on back down to wherever your base might be down the bottom here. Still a couple of frame drops, but that's okay. But as an actual like working system, it now works perfectly. From the top, there's nothing there, you're safe from zombies, safe from all of that, and you can lift your car up and go on your adventures without having to drive up a ramp and break up a whole bunch of different blocks. Oh, we finally got there. I'm so glad that I came back to finish it off, because now it's a part of the park again. Just like everything else, it has its place in the world. So I'm very happy that I managed to actually get that working. Not only proof of concept, but an actual design sitting there ready to go as well. So I'll have to come back and build some more stuff in another episode, because this episode is done. So thank you guys for watching. Most of all, thank you to all the patrons of Patreon who made this episode possible. If you liked it, make sure to like button down below or subscribe to this channel. Follow me on Twitter. If I don't talk to you there first, I'll see you in the next episode. Have a good one.